I met a girl after Rockstar. She was crying, and I was in a lift with her. And she had just fought with somebody who had said to her that Rockstar is not a good thing. Calcutta is a very romantic city, I feel. Because I used to love basketball immensely, much more than theatre. I'm a very non-vegetarian person, unfortunately. I actually don't know too much about film festivals, honestly. I would like to start with congratulating ICC for this huge achievement of 100 years.
Thank you.
Congratulations to everybody. A lot of people who have made this possible might not be here, but I think we should respect all of them. And I also feel honored to be invited here to celebrate with all of you. Thank you very much for having me here. Any excuse of coming to Calcutta is a great excuse. I'm very happy to be here, and good to meet you for the second time, I think.
Yeah.
And please convey my regards to your dad. And I'm also very happy to meet Mr. Pawan Chaudhary, who's my Jijaji, and Mr. Shrikant Goenka. These are very personal and very important relationships for me and for my father and for my family. And coming to Calcutta really feels like coming home. So, very happy to be here. Wanted to share my happiness. But your question was my inspiration. I feel blessed that I was interested in people. I think that holds the key to cinema and commerce. To be interested in people and to be able to, imagine about their lives, to imagine about their conditions. I remember that if I used to see somebody as a kid also, and even now that trait has not left me. I meet somebody, and when they go away, I imagine or I think about what they could be doing now, what could have happened after they left. So then eventually I started to write all that down. Those became stories, and I'm still really doing that. So people are really the inspiration for my work. And so I do it, I take the steps as they come to me, I go forward, and eventually, later on I think, why have I done this? Is there a pattern? A lot of people tell me that in all your films there is some girl standing on the balcony and some guy is standing on the road looking at her. Why is that the case? A lot of people tell me that there are a lot of journeys. And then, because when I'm at a forum like this, I have to answer questions. I have to cook up some shit. But in trying to create fiction about why I do what I do, sometimes I stumble across the fact also. And then I think that this journey or this theme of self-discovery, if so many of my characters are going through it, I feel that maybe I am also interested in it. Personally, I don't know whether I am seeking answers, but I must be, because that becomes a common theme in many of my films. And there is a certain power that is unleashed to the process, and people, you yourself start to follow that story or that dream with greater ferocity, and other people also join in with greater enthusiasm, and then you maybe are walking towards something that might be successful because it might resonate with the audience. If it does not resonate with you, if it does not resonate with the people that you're working with, the first circle that forms around you, it has almost zero chances of resonating with the audience. I guess, we are always thinking about what the audience will want. There are always discussions about, abhi to, 2-3 films happen, and suddenly a Pathaan and a Jawan will happen, and then people will feel that action films of a certain type are working, so all of us should start making action films. Then some love stories will work, and then everybody will think that this is what the audience wants, and then we kid ourselves to believe that we are some mathematical or economic analysts, and we will study the trade and all of that and make a strategy of what kind of film to make. But the point is that we are not. We are just drifters and dreamers, and we are getting our daily bread because we tell stories. So we must find out what is the real authentic story that I can tell, which other people can't. What is it that is of interest in me, what is precious in me, and try to take it out. And then it can only be understood. What is precious in oneself, I think, can only be understood by what your interest is. What you feel passionately about is what is authentic in you. As I'm saying, you have to focus to what you think is good and authentic. And usually, if you are interested in it, other people will also be interested in it. But you should also listen. So as much as one believes that filmmaker makes the movie, it's actually the whole community or the whole unit of hundreds and hundreds of people that make the movie together, and it's a very collaborative process. At no point of time or very few times am I alone in the process of filmmaking, and one must listen. The most important thing, I guess, for a director to do is to listen, because he is also in front of so many talented people, and for them to flow into the work that the director is doing, the director must listen. And so there will be people that are producers and distributors, and they will be talking about the financial rewards of the film, etc. And the director or the storyteller can see how to help them achieve their ends, because that will also help the filmmaker, because every filmmaker wants their films to be popular. Ultimately, financial reward will be more if the film is more popular. I feel that music is the third dimension. Through music, you can also express poetry. You know, a lot of times in life what happens is that you can speak the superficial language, you can talk about here and now, but maybe something is happening in your heart, in your mind, which you cannot express, but which is more important than what conversation is happening. And that is what becomes music. You know, the third element, what's happening in your heart, what is happening in the atmosphere, what is the real truth, you know, that kind of thing. And music is a very important thing for Indian cinema, because I feel that Indian people are very philosophical, and they will never be satisfied if the film is philosophically lacking. Unlike any other country, I feel. Even if the film is just a comedy or just an action thriller, one will find that as compared to other cinema in the world, every Indian film will have an ounce of philosophy, which is very authentic. We don't feel satisfied without it. I look at myself as a director, basically, which means that I'm that kid in class that used to call my friends and say that ek natak karna hai Teachers Day के लिए, and तू chemistry teacher बन जा, तू maths teacher बन जा, you can say this, then you can say this, and then get them together and have the play for the class. So I was the kid that did that, and I'm still the kid that is doing that. Firstly, for filmmakers, we have to be a bit more aware of people, of the country, of the land, than regular people. The more we are aware, the more we know the stories of India, we will be able to project those stories, those themes through our own stories. And I'm not saying that this is, for my own growth, I have to contribute towards the nation growing, because one success will encourage the other success. Things will not flower in vacuum. So I feel that to be country focused, you have to be country focused. What is the country? The country is the people that you're making the movie for. If you want to reach out to them, then you are already reaching out to the country, So I feel that films can contribute a lot to the progress of the country, and for the country to take its steps to be the global leader. That it will definitely. Sometimes I feel that since I didn't have a sister, since I've grown up in a very strictly boys kind of an atmosphere, I was in a boys' school and all of that for a long time in my life. I was always looking at women with a lot of fascination. The other reason is that the women that I have met in my life, whether my mother, sisters, cousin, and everybody, they have been very interesting and intelligent, and also I feel that they were very exciting to me.
Yeah.
By comparison, I felt that men were a bit unidimensional. If I meet her and tea estate is in Darjeeling, that tea that I like, so I'd like to meet her. Maybe I'll get some tea from her. And I feel that the Darjeeling tea industry is going through a lot of crisis, and if there is anybody here who can help, please do, because we all can't live without Darjeeling First Flush tea anymore. Retired basketball coach by now. Because I used to love basketball immensely, much more than theatre in my school. I met a girl after Rockstar. She was crying and I was in a lift with her. And she had just fought with somebody who had said to her that Rockstar is not a good film. And she was coming down a lift. I was coming in. She was stepping out. She came back into the lift and crying. She was telling me that never believe that Rockstar is not a good film. It's a great film. And then she used some abusive words, which I can't repeat at this dignified forum. But that was to express her anger and disgust over those people that don't get Rockstar. Well, my comfort food is, I'm a very non-vegetarian person, unfortunately. And so I like mutton and rice. So I feel that the Indian audience is very advanced and more advanced than all Indian filmmakers. What I should have had is the capacity to say all those things, do all those things, but maybe a bit more simply. To make it simple is very difficult, and I think that if I had it in me to make it more simple, it would have been better. But there's always a next time. I actually don't know too much about film festivals, honestly. I just make films for people to watch in theatres mostly. And some of my movies get invited to film festivals. I don't make movies specifically or around film festivals. So, wrong person to ask. Cannes is a very interesting place. It's supposed to be the Mecca. I have never been there, and I'm also trying to go there at some point because it's such a beautiful country. That south of France and all of that. I'd also like to go and be a filmmaker in Cannes. It is so stylish. But abhi tak hua nahi. Calcutta, again, as I said, that why is it that somebody is standing on the road and some girl is standing on the balcony? And these are mysteries about oneself that one unlocks things about. Calcutta is a very romantic city, I feel. Calcutta is also a city of, it was the first metropolitan city of my life. Coming from Jamshedpur, Calcutta was big, the buildings were big, and people were distant, and yet you could see them. I remember in Elliot Road, in this flat that I used to spend the hot afternoons in, I used to look across the street and the tram used to pass, and there was a window, and there were people living in that house across the street. From that distance, I could kind of figure out the lives of people. I feel the fascination of this cityness, that is what led to what you are talking about. The other thing is that the community of Sikhs in Calcutta, that history of how they came, how they were respected, and they came due to unfortunate incidents in the Punjab. That in itself is a very fascinating aspect of Calcutta, you know. And I'm not only saying it because you are asking the questions, but if you notice, the characters are, you know, from Punjab in the Vajkal. So that is also a very important presence, I feel, in Calcutta. And yeah, there is so much art, there is so much culture, and I could only show, because there was only very little Calcutta and Vajkal, but I could only showcase a little bit.